Ito ang pahayag ng former General Manager Enrique Marcelino Escalada sa isang pahayag ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na wala daw nagawang programa ang administrasyon ng dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte sa mga biktima ng Bagyong Yolanda sa Tacloban, Leyte. Sabi ni former General Manager Enrique Marcelino Escalada, sa panahon ni dating Pangulong Duterte, nakaabot tayo ng 85% accomplishment and we take pride of that. Maraming testimonies, maraming videos, maraming mga documentations na mga ginawa ang mga mayors, governors to support the accomplishments of both administration and kasi tuloy-tuloy yan eh. It should be continuing implementation of projects. Sabi ko nga this is housing, hindi naman ito sari-sari store na after you buy you have the goods. At sabi pa niya, under the Duterte administration which was a lot better.
Duterte sa mga biktima ng Bagyong Yolanda sa Tacloban. Ano ho ba ang totoo dito, Ginoong Marcelino?
Actually, ang nangyari dyan, yung panahon ni former President Pinoy, they came up with the Comprehensive Rehabilitation and Recovery Program. They call it the CRRP. It is supposed to take place from the moment yung Yolanda hit Gion Samar, because the landfall of Yolanda was in Gion Samar and it went out in Palawan. So, ang nangyari, so they came up with CRRP. Actually, maraming cluster doon, Admar at saka Jay. May peace and order cluster, may resettlement cluster, mayroong employment and livelihood cluster. So, isa sa mga clusters, we were handling it, which was the resettlement cluster, and which was the most obvious in all of the clusters na talagang should be able to take full responsibility in the rehabilitation and comprehensive recovery of the Yolanda Corridor. So, since it is the most obvious, yan yung pinakamalaking funding na binigay ni Pinoy. So, in the CRRP, more or less, there was around 60 billion indicative figure na talagang i-release yan in tranches. So, yearly, from 2014, because it happened in 2013. So 2014, 2015, 2016, and onwards. And the total housing target was 205,000. Under the Pinoy administration, Admar at saka Jade, they already procured 160,000. Procurement pa lang yun. Meaning to say, they came up with a bidding process, they came up with a financing process, and as a result of the bidding, pursuant to the Procurement Act of the Philippine laws, so nag-award sila. So after the awarding, ang housing naman will not be overnight. Imposible yun. So it will take some time. 3 years, 4 years on an average. I was even surprised that even the permitting itself in the whole of the Yolanda Corridor, mahirap kunin ang mga permits because there were a lot of restriction coming from other agencies. So in short, of the 205,000, the two administration, the Pinoy administration and the Duterte administration, was able to produce 160,000 more or less. And towards the end of the 2022, paglabas na natin ni the former President Rudy Duterte, nakaabot tayo ng 85% accomplishment. And we take pride of that. Maraming testimonies, maraming videos, maraming mga documentations na ginawa ang mga mayors, governors to support the accomplishments of both administration kasi tuloy-tuloy yan eh. It should be a continuing implementation of projects. Sabi ko nga, this is housing. Hindi naman ito sari-sari store na after you buy, then you have the goods. So you have to have the land development, the procurement of land, the land development, the housing construction, which will take 3 to 4 years. But we take pride, Admar at saka Jade, of the 85% accomplishments of both administration.
At kung susumahin, o sa madaling salita, sir, sa panahon ni Pinoy, dahil siyempre, procurement yan medyo din yung proseso niyan, dahil malaking halaga ang pinag-uusapan. Mga ilang pabahay yung nagawa during Pinoy administration lamang, bukod pa kay PRD?
Admar at saka Jay, to my recall, based on our records, I think under the Pinoy administration, procurement was made of the 160,000, but actual accomplishment was only 30,000 completed units. All the rest, something like 130,000, si Mayor Rudy na, si former president na, tayo na ang gumawa at saka tinapos natin under the Duterte administration and we distributed. This is the first time, Admar at saka Jane, na this is supposed to be recoverable. The annual budget, nasa GAA ito. So it is supposed to be recoverable. Meaning, ang indicative cost ng isang housing is 290,000 pesos house and lot. But we said, in 2017, the year after Mayor Rudy assumed into office, sabi namin, Mr. President, together with Capsec John Ibasco, disaster housing ito. Wala namang pangbayad ang mga tao na biktima ng Yolanda. I think this can be one very meaningful token natin or gift natin to the people of the victims of Yolanda. So he declared in 2017, I can recall that was March, I think, in my office, we had a summit of all the beneficiaries of Yolanda plus some other governors and mayors, and he declared that full grant nito, wala na kayong babayaran. And everyone was so happy about it.
Pero ibang lugar yung sa dating administrasyon ng Aquino administration, Sir Marcelino, yung lugar kung saan pinagtayuan itong mga pabahay?
Yes, since marami ito, multiple sites ito from Giwan Samar, Leyte, Tacloban, Iloilo, Dinagat, Palawan, Bantayan. Even the Bantayan Island, there is the Madridejo, Santa Fe, as well as the Bantayan. Iba-iba. Largely, ang napuntahan ng mga implementation ng PINA administration was in Tacloban. So we spilled out and we extended in the targets na to include Iloilo, Dinagat, Palawan, Leyte, as well as the three municipalities of Bantayan Island.
Ganon din si...
And those were all the productions of the Duterte administration.
Itong ipinapakita natin, ito na bang pinakamalaki at pinakamaraming pabahay dyan sa Tacloban o may ibang lugar pa?
Pinakamalaki, Admar at saka Jay, to my recall, because I was there almost every other week. Wala ko. Kasi I was under instruction by President Rudy Duterte, ayusin mo yan, because he said during our first visit in Tacloban, during his first year, na he was not satisfied. And he called upon Secretary Dino, si Secretary Johnny Vasco, and myself. And he said, I will have a marching order to the three of you. Tapusin nyo yan. Ang pinakamalaki, Jade at saka Admar, is in Basay. In Basay, that is connecting, I think that's already in Samar, after the San Juanico Bridge. Around 5,000 housing units. Isang lugar lang yun. In fact, nagiging isang barangay na siya ngayon Kasi of the 5,000 housing units in one area. Bear in mind na these are all new communities already. Kasi the idea was, hindi natin ipabalik yung mga tao who are living at vulnerable areas on the coastline of Tacloban, Leyte, Samar, Dinagat. So practically, we didn't anymore allow them to resettle in the original spaces and places that they were the vulnerable victims of the storm surge. So inakyat natin sila. So kung ang tanong mo, Admar at saka Jay, ang pinakamalaki is in Basay. It is located in Samar right after the San Juanico Bridge.
At bukod dyan, Sir Marcelino, ito bang mga pabahay na ito, may binabayaran ba yung mga kababayan natin dyan sa Tacloban? O libre ito yung binigay ng dating Pangulo?
Under the PINA administration, this was recoverable. Dapat bayaran nila. Kasi GAA ito But we said na dapat ilibre na. So upon the declaration of the President, former President Rudy Duterte, let me take this opportunity, Admar at saka Jade,
Yes,
kasi some or few na lang ata ng mga beneficiaries natin sa Yolanda Corridor did not know na libre na to. So let me be very straight about this, that upon the declaration of the President, duly noted by the Interagency Task Force as well as documented by the PMS, we were saying, in behalf of the President, for Rudy Duterte, na libre na to, this is a full grant, at saka walang babayaran ang lahat ng mga beneficiaryo. We're talking about 205,000 families living in all of those housing units na kinonstruct natin.
At hindi rin binarat yung quality, yung kalidad nitong paggawa ng mga pabahay, Sir Marcelino. Baga talagang solid ito.
Actually, tama ka, Admar, at saka Jay, no? In fact, I draw a line there. Yung procurement ng Pinoy administration, I call it the old Yolanda. So wala na tayong magawa doon. This was using the old design, the old dimension, the old structure, and the old parameters. Under the new administration, the Duterte administration, we said, dapat ayusin na lang natin. This is our chance to make sure that the housing will be better off. So pinalakihan natin. So ang 22 naging 27, at saka meron na tayong one partition kasi we would like also to address privacy. Kasi studio type lang yan nung araw eh. But nevertheless, sabi namin, tapos ito, procured na. Alangan naman i-cancel pa nating kontrata. So it will take some time. So we said the old procurement will proceed, but we will have the new procurement under the Duterte administration, which was a lot better. Maganda na yung toilet and bath natin. Naka-tiles na yan. Tingnan mo. Naka-tiles na yan. Walang tiles yan nung araw. Under the Duterte administration, we make sure that the flooring will be 60 by 60 granite. And meron na tayong CR, meron na tayong toilet and bath. Isa lang feature, MJ, ang ginawa, Jade at saka Admar ang ginawa ko dyan, especially sa CR. Yung mga buhos type, ginawa kong flush type. Everything changed. The whole landscape of the CR. Mas dumisente yung feeling ng tao kasi hindi na siya buhos type. It's flush type already.
Ngayon, ang tanong po ng ating mga kababayan, anong pong mangyayari doon sa natitirang porsyento nga na hindi pa naipatayong pabahay, Sir Marcelino?
I think that is where the current president is coming from. I should like to believe. Kasi mali naman, it will be a misinformation to say that the Duterte administration and the administration before that did not do anything about Yolanda. Medyo iba sigurong tono na ganong klase. The remaining 15%, sabi ko kanina, Admar at saka Jade, the total amount was around indicative 60 billion. Hindi naman binigay yung 60 billion in 1 year. There was an approval under the CRRP na may 60 billion. Hindi naman binigay. If to my recall, Pinoy administration released the first 13 billion. Then pagkatapos 5 billion, 6 billion, 7 billion. Just enough to make sure that kaya ni NHA ang absorptive capacity niya to implement every year. So even in the Duterte administration, we didn't get the whole balance. So meron kaming tigi-tigi. So gradual releases of funding by DBM. Itong 15% na naiwan, siguro something like around 30 billion, 15 billion, 15 billion perhaps. This is where the current president is coming from. Na siya dapat gagawa nito kasi na-release sa term nila. So this is a continuing appropriations in the GAA and continuing releases until such time that the full recovery and rehabilitation of Yolanda will be totally achieved and completed.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Sir Marcelino, nasa 144,000 pa yung mga bahay na natitira na dapat itatayo.
Ngayon, siguro, abot na lang siguro ang 30,000.
30.
That represents the 15%. Mga 30,000 na lang. So that is where the 30,000 units will be procured and implemented for the next 3 years, 6 years sa term ni PBBM.
Ayun, so ang tanong ngayon, anong update? May ano ba? May movement na ba ito? Batay na rin sa monitoring observation mo, Sir Marcelino.
I cannot speak already right now, Admar at saka Jade, kasi I have not been to Tacloban recently. But even to my last visit in Tacloban, I can speak only for the consolidated and integrated data of the Pinoy administration and the Duterte administration. We take pride of the 85% which totals to around 174,000 housing units awarded, and the same time, continuing releases of our certificate titles. So TCT natin para sa mga beneficiaries. And we were saying that the titles will be conveyed. So there was the deed of conveyance of the titles to the LGU, and the LGU will eventually distribute the same to the individual beneficiaries of the Yolanda housing projects natin.
At nasa administrasyon na, kasalukuyang administrasyon na rin, Sir Marcelino, kung gagayahin o ipagpapatuloy nila yung template na ginawa po ninyong mga pabahay dyan po sa Tacloban o hindi, parang ganun.
Yes, actually, to my stand at the time, we continue the whole process of awarding identification and construction of the housing projects of the Pinoy administration with a much improved or modification of the housing design. Now, the challenge is for the incoming administration, no, the current administration, I mean, is kung satisfied pa sila sa nagawa namin or hindi. So kung hindi sila satisfied, they can always make some modification. O kung satisfied sila, tama yung sinabi mo, Jade, at saka Atmar, continue. Yun naman ang to my calculation and to my estimation, the 290,000 housing units right now, wala na yan. Because the 290,000 pesos house and lot was an indicative figure in 2013. Tumaas na ang presyo ng semento, tumaas na ang presyo ng bakal, tumaas na ang labor cost. And if you maintain that, what kind of housing would you really give? Decente pa ba yun? Hindi na siguro. Your 290,000, I think, parang anong klaseng pabahay yun. So that is a matter of a policy decision on the part of the new GM, on the part of the new administration, to look into the impact of the original cost vis-a-vis the kind of housing. Kung gusto nyo i-improve, can go ahead because you are in the position right now.
Problema nga natin ngayon, Sir Marcelino, salungat po sa sinasabi po ninyo, yung mga sinasabi ng administrasyon, lalo na ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, mali ho ba yung impormasyon na kuha niya? Sino kaya nag-feed sa kanya patungkol dyan sa update nga dyan sa Tacloban?
I think that's very obvious, Admar at saka Jade. No? Obvious talaga na medyo mali siya, off siya. Kasi documents, videos, COA reports, DBM releases, even the mayors. I have been to a lot of conferences for the review as well as feedbacking of the mayors. Siguro one in Cebu, a lot of mayors from Cebu. Kasi the Bantayan Island were all also badly hit by Yolanda. I went to Dinagat, ganun din, sa Loreto. I went to Iloilo. The whole province of Iloilo, talagang nasira din yun sa Yolanda. And Leyte. And also, of course, Samar and Palawan. They can very well tell. Sabi ko nga, there's no need really for the Duterte administration to assert our point and our views. Let the people speak. Let the people of Yolanda and the local chief executives at that time tell the stories para naman to make the record straight na talagang may ginawa naman talaga the Pinoy administration and the Duterte administration.
Bago ko lang ipasa kay partner Admar, Sir Marcelino, yung sinasabi ko kasi, may na-monitor kaming pahayag ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos Jr. noong November 9, 2017, na kung saan sinasabi pa nga niya dito, the housing programs have been greatly accelerated. Things are beginning to get done. You could feel the excitement in the way people smiled. Thank you, President Rody Duterte. Nagpasalamat pa siya kay dating Pangulong Duterte. Ang problema ngayon, nag-iba na yung naging pahayag.
Exactly. Why all of a sudden, after 3 years, 4 years, nag-iba na kaagad na in fact, the Duterte administration had already the traction in 2016 at saka marami na tayong nagawa dyan. So I really don't know where the information came from. That is up to the current administration to really make sure that information goes to the president, accurate, true, and consistent to the data as well as to the to the targets.